first step, you'll get yourself a casserole dish, whatever casserole dish you would like. Then you're gonna get yourself some grape tomatoes or sweet tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whichever ones you prefer. I prefer the grape ones. You're gonna put those in the bottom of the casserole dish. You're just gonna put them in, and then you're gonna take a block of feta and you're gonna smack that right in the middle.
Okay.
Once you're done that, you're gonna get yourself some garlic and you're gonna cut that up, dice it into small little pieces. And then you're gonna put that on top of the feta and kind of put it all over the place. I actually like to put like whole cloves in there, like here and there, because I really like the garlic taste to this dish. So you can put as much garlic as you want, as little as you want. You don't even have to add garlic if you don't want, but I do recommend adding it. And so you're gonna do that step next. You're just gonna cut this up and then you're gonna put that in with the tomatoes and the feta. If you don't want to use actual garlic, you don't have to. I have the minced California garlic that I got at Costco, and then I also have the crushed garlic that I'm also going to use. I'm actually just going to use whole cloves, and then I'm going to sprinkle both of these on there as well. You're going to need some olive oil, so you're going to drizzle olive oil all over. Kind of be generous with it a little bit. Definitely just drizzle it all over, kind of like that. And then you're gonna put your garlic on. So I'm gonna start with see, I already put some cloves in there. So I'm just gonna put, this smells so good. This minced garlic on the top of this. Kind of like, just put it on top. A little bit everywhere as well, like kind of don't overpower it, obviously, which I really do like garlic. So that's what I'm gonna put in for the minced garlic. That's quite a bit, actually. It's okay, I'm single, I'm not kissing anybody, so that's fine. And I think I'm gonna skip on the crushed garlic. I'm just gonna use, maybe I'll just add a little bit of this crushed garlic here and there. There we go. That's it. When it comes to these spices, I use the herb and pepper by Clubhouse. I also add crushed oregano, Himalayan pink salts, and black pepper. Those are the only 4. You can actually use whatever seasoning you want. However, I absolutely love that herb and pepper seasoning on this dish. Now, while we're doing this, I want you to preset your oven at 400 degrees Celsius, of course. So 400 degrees. And we're going to add the spices on now. I'm gonna start with this herb and pepper. I just focus it on the feta, to be honest, because the feta is going to basically melt through, so you're just gonna spread it throughout anyways, like that. And then I'm gonna put some pepper. Okay, and then I don't put a lot of salt since feta is very salty. So I'm just gonna add a little salt on the tomatoes themselves. And then for the oregano, I always want to say oregano, but oregano, I'm just gonna add a little bit of this, usually, and then I'll add more oregano at the end. So those are the spices that I add. Now I'm gonna wait for the oven to preheat, and then I'll throw this in the oven. Now you can actually go ahead and make up your noodles. So I call them bow ties. I guess the proper name is farfalle, I guess. I call them just bow ties. I'm always bad at measuring pasta. I always make too much. But anyways, you're gonna put it in your pot. I think that should be enough. And I'll come back whenever it's ready. Also, I can't stress this enough, okay? You're gonna try to keep as much of the pasta water as possible. I'm gonna turn this down. I'm gonna overflow in just a second. You're gonna keep like as much of the pasta water as possible, if not all, because what you're gonna do, you're gonna need that to make the sauce, like the feta and the tomatoes, a little bit more creamier. If you don't add any, your feta mix is gonna be very dry. So keep a lot of your pasta water and then just kind of add a little bit as you go. It's better to have too much than not enough, but don't add it all together. So just like make sure, like, you know, you add a little bit at a time until you're at the consistency that you like with your sauce. So that's definitely a must when it comes to the pasta. Definitely keep the pasta water, guys. Okay, so my pasta is ready. So I'm gonna just pour all the sauce, as much as I can in here, like I said. You can't have too much. Just keep it all. You never know. You just never know. I've made this 3 times now. The first 2 times was really good. The third time I found was too dry because I really didn't keep enough pasta sauce. So, pasta water.
Wait for it.
So it's all ready. It's been in there for about 40 minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe, at 400 degrees. And when the tomatoes kind of look like this, all squished, and there's water, well, the juice from the tomatoes at the bottom, it's basically all ready. Smells so good. Now, I also wanted to let you know of a little secret. I don't know if it's a secret or not, or if I did it, or if it actually calls for it in the actual recipe, but some lemon. So I'm just gonna put some lemon in here. I don't know. I think I did this on the first time, and that's what made it different. I didn't add it on the second time, and the second time tasted a little off. So maybe it was because I didn't add lemon that I forgot about. So here we go. Got a full lemon juice in there, and we're gonna mix it up now. So let's do that. Now I'm not gonna put the pasta water in just yet. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit and smush this stuff a little bit. So basically what you're going to do once you start mixing it is kind of like break up the tomatoes so more juice comes out of them. Oh my god, so it smells so good. I always start by breaking the tomatoes first, and then I'm gonna start mixing it all together. There's a lot of tomatoes in here, but it looks so good, right? So anyways, I'm just gonna finish mixing this up and then come right back, and then we'll add the pasta water and the pasta to it. Okay, so once you have it pretty much all together, when you have the tomatoes and the feta all evenly dispersed out, basically evenly put together, mixed together, and add your pasta to it. I don't think I made enough pasta actually for this big thing, but that's okay. I don't need too much pasta. So I'm just gonna mix it all up together. And then the pasta kind of disappears in it. You don't see the pasta. Like, not really. It's the same color. So you're just gonna mix this all up. Now I'm gonna pour some of the pasta water that I have saved. I'm gonna start with this. I just put a little bit, as you can see. I'm gonna start with that and see if that's enough. Because you want it not too watery, you want it creamy. So the pasta, the feta with the water and the tomatoes and everything, it ends up being quite creamy. So I think I need a little bit more water, to be honest. It still feels too dry for me. And by the way, this is a huge amount that I made, because I made the whole thing of tomatoes that I bought at Costco. So this makes a huge batch. So I have enough leftovers for, I don't know, 3, 4 or 5 meals, 6 meals maybe even. I made myself a big batch. So I like the consistency of this. Yeah, see, like some in the corners, it's a little still more, it's a little more dry than the center. But I like the consistency of this. So basically, once you finish mixing it all up, I think I'm okay with this. You could add more water. Now it depends on what you like. So, but I have quite a bit of water left. But like I said, I have like almost, I have 3 cups exactly of water left. Maybe I'll put a little bit more, but that's it. That's it. And I'm gonna throw the rest out because I'm not gonna need it. And there we go. There is your, oh, and let me garnish it. I'm just gonna, I don't have any parsley, but I'm gonna garnish it with some oregano. And there we go. That's it. That is it. I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, it's good.